If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the wow in transmogs.
I do believe a long time ago, might have been Mr. Pandaria, might have been what, I did a different rendition of this set. Now I kind of stepped up and improved it. Dominant Gladiators, Iron Skin Spalders, Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor to pick that up. That's Alliance only, by the way. The chest is Negron, BC version. It's a quest reward, so it doesn't matter if you're Horde or Alliance, you could easily pick that up. Moving on to the belt, which of course is from BFA. Now this looks pretty cool on an undead. Coarse leather waist guard, BFA level leatherworking, or you can buy it on the auction house. Probably the best way to go, auction house. Next up, sticking with the undead dude and the legs, Shatrath leggings, Netherstorm and Shatrath City. It's kind of in both places, quest reward. Super easy to get. Might already have it, by the way. And now we're going to an undead, from an undead dude to a night elf dude, mud encrusted boots, Zanger Marsh, quest reward. So basically the legs, the chest, the gloves, and the boots are all from a quest reward drop kind of set from BC. Fetid Horrors, Tangle Cloak, Old Ear, and the Tabard, August Sentinel's Tabard, one of the nicer looking tabards in the game, by the way. Golden Exalted Wrap to pick that up. And the headpiece is an eye patch, Netherstorm eye patch, Netherstorm of course. It's a quest reward. You might already have it. And the weapon. I love this weapon. Mindbender's Flame Blade, Hellfire Citadel Heroic. Gonna start off with a Lady Dightborn and the Forgotten Mantle of the Moon. Throne of Thunder Heroic, Lai Shen is the boss. 5% on the drop rate for the Monk Tier Shoulders from Mob, of course. Moving on to the chest, which you really can't see behind a tabard. Thunder Lord Chest Guard Garrison is the place. That's your garrison, yes. War Mill, Dwarven Bunker, 80 Iron Horde Scraps. Keep in mind that the legs are also going to be part of that same garrison set. The belt, Throne of Thunder Heroic, Radan drops the Worldbender Waistband. See, this doesn't... These scantily clad things just don't really look good on the male tunes, but they do look good on the female tunes. Maybe if I was a chick, I'd think differently. I don't know. Thunderlord leggings, as I said, for the legs. The feet, Sandals of the Starving Eye. Throne of Thunder, Duramu is the boss. The wrist, keep in mind this is the wrist. These are the bracers, Dragon Fiend bracers. Dragon Blight is the place. The Worm Wrist Accord Quartermaster is going to need some rep and gold for that. The Grim Inquisitor's Cloak, the Burning Throne LFR version, Admiral whatever his name is, too late, moved on to the next one. Warmongering Gladiator's Helm, if you hoard, gotta go wild to get that particular headpiece. And the Tabard, Shadowpan Assault Tabard, Talong Steps, Shadowpan Assault Quartermaster, Golden Exalted, pick that up. And the weapon is Frostfire Ridge, various mobs there, or the auction house. The shoulders are part of a monk tier from Mop. Red Crane Spalders, Terrace of the Endless Spring, Lyshi, kind of a low drop rate to get those shoulders, but super easy to kind of grind over and over if that's your thing. Get a little bit of gold. The chest piece, straight out of Ice Crown Citadel, Heroic 25-man, Saurfang if you're Alliance, Bronzebeard if you're Horde, that's the way that works. And now we have a Night Elf dude showing the belt, Seal of Karmic Return, Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, Garrosh Hellscream, 18% on the drop rate for the belt. Now we're going to move on to the legs, which are part of the same set from Ice Crown Citadel as the chest. Heroic 25-man, Festergut drops the Gangrenous leggings, which are kind of orange. Anyway. We have a Lady Human showing the Treads of Deadly Secretions, which is Heart of Fear, Ember Shaper, Unsak, 10% on the drop rate for those feet. Part of the same tier set as, I believe, the hands and also the shoulder things. Yeah. Red Crane Gauntlets, Heart of Fear, Windlord Bill Jarek, 15% on the drop rate. Now this looks pretty cool on an undead, especially with that haircut, especially with that hair color. Elementalist Cloak, Slave Pens, various mobs there, or buy it on the auction house for the cloak. Head, Darkfang Mask, Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic, part of the same set as the belt. And now is the weapon reveal. Highball, LFR. It's just kind of a low drop rate to get the Imperator's War Staff. For those monks who want to be scantily clad, well, here's your look. Flame, or Fell Flame, Infernal Shoulder Pads. The Burning Throne, Hulking Demolisher, 5% drop rate on those shoulders. I said I like the balls on the shoulders, so I use them quite a bit. Ceremonial Leather Harness, Wailing Caverns, various mobs. Check your local auction house. So I do believe you have the chest and the legs from that same drop set. Demonic Combatants Fellskin Belt. Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor to pick that up. You see, this kind of scantily clad thing doesn't work so well for the dudes, but it works well for the ladies. Ceremonial Leather Loincloth, Ragefire Chasm, various mobs. Check your local auction house. Kind of a fair drop rate to pick that up, so you might as well just buy it. Looking pretty cool on a Lady Night Elf. Boots of Manifest Shadow, Nyaloth of the Waking City, Mythic. Mott drops those boots at kind of a fair drop rate. Doing a spin, showing the cloak. But first, I think we're going to go with the wrist, or the bracers, of Dark Prophecy, Nyaloth of the Waking City, Mythic, Prophet, Skitra. Kind of a fair drop rate on that. This actually looks pretty cool on a Tauren, I think. Drape of Marabi, which is the back from Gundrak. Marabi is the boss, so you can spam that. That's a Wrath of the Lich King dungeon. Find Pilgrim's Hat, Pilgrim's Bounty event. It's a quest reward to get that kind of black hat. And the weapon, straight out of LFR, Battle of Dazlahar, Lady Proudmoore. A little bit dark, a little bit rugged. The shoulders, Bewildering Shoulder Pads, Forge of Souls. Brown Jam, 8% on the drop rate. Obviously, since this is a dungeon, you can spam it as much as you want. Moving on to the chest guard of the Roaring Crowd, High Maul, Kargath, Blade Fist, 17% on the drop rate for the chest. The belt is from Battle of Dazlahar. You're looking at the Warbeast, Hide Cinch. The Indomitable drops it. And kind of a fair drop rate, so you might have to grind it a bit. Now, the legs are part of the same drop set from Blackrock Foundry, or basically Blackhand drops this. You're looking at Shattering Smash leggings, exact same set, part of the same set as the chest, obviously. And the feet are Prospector's Boots, Wailing Caverns, various mobs there to farm it, or if you want to buy it on the auction house, be my guest. Moving on to the hands, Carpel Tunnelers, a little play on Carpel Tunnel Syndrome. Halls of Reflection, Marwyn. Once again, it's a dungeon, much like Forge of Souls, so you can farm it all you want. The head, Veil of Unseen Strikes. You're looking at Court of Stars, Heroic. Pick that headpiece up. The back, Waycrest Guard's Cloak, Drustvar, World Quest Reward. If you're Horde, there's a rare in Drustvar you could kill, drops a very similar look. Terex Quilt and Jungle Zun is wrong. Yeah, I know, it's got a little bit of a Christmas look, but I like it. Fell Flame Infernal Shoulder Pads. I love those balls that basically monks can wear on his shoulders. And any other given leather worker, or leather wearer, actually. The recolor is really, really cool look, I think. Feral Harness, Spingy to Vanilla, so a little bit of Legion, a little bit of Vanilla. Now we're going to move on to the belt. See, it doesn't look as great on males, but it looks really cool on females. Girdle of Night and Day, Throne of Thunder, LFR, Swen. Lulin is the boss, 20% on the drop rate for the belt. And we're looking at Feral Leggings, Wailing Caverns, various mobs, or you could buy them on the auction house. The choice is obviously yours. Kind of a fair drop rate to pick up the legs if you want to head over to Wailing Caverns. Looking better on female, right? Feral Shoes, Wailing Caverns, once again. So you're looking at the boots and the legs and the chest are all pretty much same set. The wrist, keep in mind this is wrist, it's quest reward. Macquarie Mushroom Menagerie from Blood Mist Isle, so you can also go with any other given green kind of bracers if you want. The back, Crimson Paragon's Cover, Sunwell Plateau, Grand Warlock Alethist, 18% on the drop rate for that cape. Now, the head is the Mechaneer's mind-bending headgear. Operation Mechagon, King Mechagon drops the headpiece, and the weapon, Blazing Demon-Hilt Sword, one of my favorites, Hellfire Citadel Mythic. Want to thank everybody for stepping in, watching this Monk xmog, and going to leave you with this final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, it's afternoon here, by the way, make it epic.